What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Blood, Sweat, and Marketing. My name is Ace Guzman, and my partner, Rich Guzman, will be here shortly. And just take a moment, you guys, let us know in the chat where you are watching us live from here on the podcast. We have an awesome episode that we're going to be sharing with everyone here today, and it is coming out raw. Let me tell you, we got some great stuff. What you got? You see how crazy he is? You got beer? Let me see.
I got beer.
It's beer time?
Laptop lifestyle, baby.
Oh my goodness, he got some beer.
Can we call it tablet lifestyle?
Yeah, get your beer, right? You want everybody to have their beer. What are you drinking? What is this?
Maui.
The Big Wave.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna talk. This is about you today.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I have another one. It's called Sandy. It's from Gong Brewery.
But remember, you got one mic here. You're gonna talk into here. They can hear you.
Wait a minute, one mic. Oh, that's a problem. Hold on a second.
Where's your microphone? Is that gonna work? Do you have to reboot or anything like that?
No.
You sure?
Plug it in, baby.
There, you do it.
Plug it in right
there. You do that. You the tech guy.
Plug it in right there.
You do
That's
it.
all we need.
Okay, you do it. So anyway, while you guys are here, let us know where you're watching us live from. Let me take a look at the chat real quick, and we're going to get right on with the show. Hello, welcome. Rachel Elizabeth, good to see you. Jason Perez, thank you for your patience and being here. There's a lot of other people coming online. Thank you so much, guys. And let's just keep this show rolling with more and more people to actually jump on and see us live. Now, if you don't know what Blood, Sweat, and Marketing is all about, it is a podcast designed to really give you the truth about making money online. And let me tell you, today's topic is really going to really hit home with a lot of you. There's so many people right now don't realize that when you hit your first six figures, you think that's the end all be all. And that's what we're going to talk about today, because there's more to it than meets the eye, okay?
Everybody thinks that's the end.
They think it's the end.
I think it's the end.
They think it's the end. But this is about Rich Guzman, okay? Now, I'm going to open up with this. This is about Rich Guzman. So the thing is, you have to understand, if you haven't really made it yet, and you're in your journey and you're in your process, we understand the process. We remember where we came from, okay?
All the pain.
We remember it. We absolutely
Never
remember all the struggle. The struggle's real, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? The struggle is real. But
can I ask a question?
What if you made it already? Let's put that to a side.
Before we go that deep, though, hold on. I have a question for the crowd, okay?
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question, guys. Do you feel that, let's say you are very successful, okay? You have a great lifestyle. Do you think that you're done? You have everything that you ever wanted in your life. Do you think that you're done? Let me know in the chat right now. Let me know. You made your six figures. You made your seven figures, right? Do you think that you're done? That's a deep question.
It is a deep question. And I hope everybody who is starting out, seasoned, veteran, old timers, new timers, I don't give a shit. You need to be listening to what we got to say about this.
Ace and Rich is a little bit different than everybody else out there. We do not pull any punches.
We sure as hell don't.
This is why we've been very successful, because we have helped thousands of people across the world.
So here's the thing. I want to talk about cycling. I don't know if you guys ever heard about cycling, but the first time it happened, Rich was very dumbfounded by the fact that he didn't even know when he cycled. He didn't even know what the hell it was. He didn't know what to do. And I bet you were in a real state of shock and disbelief when it happened and you cycled.
Well, nobody knows this, but I was in a place where I did not have no place to live.
Well, before we get into that, I want to tell you that this is very important. Let's go back in history, okay? Before I even met Rich, let's go back into the time.
Don't get me emotional now.
No. If you have to, save it for the show, because I'm going to tell you something. When you cycled, okay? Listen to this. Everybody pay attention. Cycling is a term that refers to a business owner's ability to rise to the top, then fall down in their success and become stronger and more resilient each time it happens. And I'm going to say something that's really bold, But hear me out. When I meant to say that your first six-figure income that you earned in 2009, how long did it take you to get there?
I started in August of 2008. Prior to that, in August, I started 2007. I started watching videos. I started learning about marketing online, making money online.
Right.
And 2008 of August, I signed up for my first program because I watched this woman for like a whole year, and I learned about marketing. I was excited. I'm like, oh, look at the lifestyle. She's traveling. Oh, this is great, And it was very intriguing to me. And this is when YouTube was owned by two kids, not Google. And I finally, took the plunge, left the band, and I got signed up my first high ticket. And I struggled. I mean, I learned a little bit along the way. I made $100 here. I made $400 here. I made $1,000 here. Anything to really quit your job and live a great life, But what happened was I kept struggling, and somebody came to me, and this individual said, hey, you got to check this offer out.
Right.
Right. Or I say program at the time, but today I say offer because I understand it now.
And this was with the travel company, right?
It was a travel company. It was a travel MLM company.
Okay.
And it was called TVI Express.
Okay.
And what happened was I actually was really focused on like just what I was doing with my affiliate program.
Right.
Which was Carbon Copy Pro.
Right.
Which is not around anymore.
Yes.
And I was like, no, leave me alone. I'm really focused. I don't want to join your program. And the guy came to me a second time.
This must have been a young kid.
He was young. He was persistent, man.
Persistent.
Yeah. And this is a lesson for you guys. And the second time it was like, Rich, people are making $10,000 a month here. Rich, you got to look at this. And I'm like, okay, no, I got to stay focused. You know what I mean? People are telling me this is the way to go. And I continue on my journey. And he came to me a third time. Rich,
3 times the charm.
People are making 20 grand now. You know what I mean?
Follow up.
This is amazing. Yes. So the fortune isn't the follow-up, but fortune for me. Because I actually said, okay, fine. I'll look at it, whatever. I got frustrated. I'm like, okay, fine. You keep bugging me. Okay, I'll look at it. So I looked at it, and I signed up. It was $250. $250. And I said, let's do it. Let's see what this big thing is all about. So I started meeting people from Germany. I met somebody from Canada. His name was, God forgive me, I can't remember his name right now. But
that's okay. Names don't matter.
It's important to note that this gentleman helped me.
Yes.
And I had a meeting with a couple of people. He told me, he said, make sure you do this. Make sure you do that. Do this, do that. So I followed every step of the way.
So he was more like a mentor.
Yeah. And he said, we have some people that are engaged with you that want to know more about what you're doing. And I want you to talk to them. And I was scared because I was brand new. I was only a year in. You know what I mean? And I literally, he told me, he said, I'm going to talk to them first. And then I want you to talk to them because they're intrigued by you. So he talked to them. Daniel's his name. I remember now, Daniel. And amazing person. And he basically said, okay, Rich, you have an appointment with them tomorrow. You need to talk to these 2 people. Now, I was scared, knowing that I was homeless at the time.
Can you define? Okay, we were homeless. We went through this.
Well, that's separate. That's another time.
But before you met me, you went through homelessness
I
at
was
this
homeless.
point in your life.
Yes.
Before we met.
Yes.
And define the homelessness. Where were you?
I was in a efficiency apartment, 1 room with my friend Scott, which was a drug addict. And I brought my router. I brought my laptop. And he had internet. That's all I care about. He had internet. That's all I care about. And he said, okay. I said, Scott, I'm going to plug in these, this router. I'm going to plug in all this stuff. And he's like, what is that stuff? I said, don't worry about it. You're not going to lose your internet. I just need this for wireless. So I hooked up the wireless, and I had my laptop, and I had to walk outside of the efficiency because he was rocking back and forth and, It was just crazy. And I went out to the parking lot and I had a meeting. I had a wireless headphone set. The laptop was at the house.
Wow.
The wireless headphone set was around like this with a microphone. And I walked out to the parking lot and I paced back and forth waiting for the phone call. And I accepted the phone call. I started talking. And all of a sudden, I had two people on there that were already millionaires on the phone.
So this was a very important conference call.
Right.
And it meant all the difference. If that call was going to be a failure or a success, you still had to show up.
Yeah, I had to show up.
Okay.
So prior to that, I want to back up a little bit because I prepared myself mentally for that call. I knew it was coming the day prior.
What did you do?
I was listening to Jose Silva Ultramind ESP system. It helped me literally train my brain for success.
Wow.
It put me into a state of like a meditation that saw it happening before it happened and prepared me for it.
Phenomenal.
And my friend's rocking back and forth, and he's like, "Oh my God!" Like, you know,
So
like
he
was crying.
He was high.
Yeah, he was crying.
Yeah.
All this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm out there, and all of a sudden the phone rings on the computer. I go out there. Scott, gotta go. Be right back. Went out there.
Yeah.
And picked up the phone. It was Scott Arvin and some other woman. I remember Scott Arvin. I'll tell you why in a minute. And they picked up the phone, and I was starting to talk to him. And immediately we started conversating. They had questions about the program. I didn't know too much about it, but I answered questions the best that I could. Okay. And what happened was the woman was more hardcore. She was more like, "Oh, well, you don't know anything about this industry." And she said to me, she said, "You know, you're just dating right now with this conversation."
Wow. She had a big ego.
She had a big ego, and she had
Yeah.
that business mindset. And
she was
like,
too good.
and I look, and if I wasn't for preparing me in the Ultramind ESP system from Jose Silva,
Yes.
what happened was I immediately it came out. And what I said is like, well, first of all, let me tell you something. I'm not here for dating. I'm here for a marriage. Are you ready to get married? Because what you have in front of you is going to change your life.
And this was at the time you were marketing your
Right.
offer.
And I'm brand new.
And this is a high ticket offer.
High ticket offer.
Okay.
Well, it became high ticket.
Okay.
So after the conversation, she never joined. That's okay. But Scott Arvin was impressed of my posture. And he signed up. And he brought so many people in.
So this was a heavy hitter.
Heavy hitter.
Who was on the call that
Yes.
day.
And then I met other people.
Yes.
And I closed them. And I signed up about 8 strong people. 8 people.
So 8 heavy hitters.
Only 3 people did the work.
Wow.
And because of that, I made my first $10,000 in 4 weeks.
Incredible.
4 weeks. It's called the cycle. Right? Guess what happened a week later? I made another $10,000, $20,000 in 5 weeks. 6 figures in 6 months.
So that's your record.
That's my record.
That's your all-time record.
That's my record.
For your personal
6
record.
months.
In 6 months, you did
Yep.
over 6 figures.
Yep.
Okay. Now, this is the cycle. What happened to the company and how long did it take for you to lose it all?
Well, it was exciting because I was going on stage. I went to Las Vegas.
Yes.
I went for another company called LGN Prosperity, right? It's called Little Guys Network, LGN. And I was excited.
I love the name.
And the guy was really cool.
Little Guys Network.
Yeah.
I like that.
It was similar to what I was doing.
Yeah.
But it was like a little bit lower commission.
Okay.
But it still created capital. So I did both. I was doing both because I was really, I had it all down.
Yes.
And what happened was I went there just to look at the event, just to be at the event.
Right.
And this guy, Dwayne Golden, just showed up out of nowhere. He's like, "Hey, Rich Guzman, how you doing?" He said, "You know what? I've seen you on video. I've seen you create content. I really like what you're doing." He said, "Would you mind coming on stage and actually giving some of your advice?" Number one, I didn't expect that. I went there for the event, not to talk on
Yeah,
stage.
you just bought a ticket just to go to the event.
So I've been on stage as a band, guitar player.
Yeah.
Never been, on stage as a speaker. So this really was profound for me because it was new.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do? Did I say no? Yep, I'll be right up there. Was I scared? Yes, I had no bands backing me up. I had no bass player, no drummer, another guitarist. It was just me. So I showed up and I spoke, and it all came out imperfectly, and people clapped and stood at the end of my presentation.
You know, I'm a firm believer that when opportunity knocks, you better show the fuck
You
up.
have to show up.
You better.
You have to show up.
And
Do
you
not say no.
nailed
Be
it.
scared and just do it.
And you nailed it.
Yes.
Who's going to say no?
No.
Right?
But what happened after that?
Amazing.
One thing left to another.
Right.
I met my coach. I met my coach that day, that weekend. It was 3 days. That weekend, when I started in 2008, he was coaching for Carbon Copy Pro. And he was there that weekend, and we met. And he was asking questions, and I was answering. I raised my hand. We were such
a real coach.
Yeah, a real coach. And we vibed.
Wow.
At the end, he said, I want to see you at my booth.
So this millionaire coach was already scheduled to be a speaker that day.
He saw something in me.
And he saw something in you.
He said, I want to see you in my booth. And I said, wait a minute, Jeffrey, I've seen you at Carbon Copy Pro. I said, one day you're going to be my coach. He says, sign the paper. I'm your coach.
Oh, he don't play. He
said,
don't play.
I'll see you in California.
That's right.
I'll see you in California in April of 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, in 2009, I was speaking on stage. I want you guys to know this story. I want you to know this information.
Yes.
Because what's about to happen next, I thought that we're going to get better. And the reality is, it's not what I thought. So I go to California. I get coached for 3 days. I learned a lot about what? Relationship with money. I learned about how people think. I learned about why your brain does what it does. Why do we wear a mask? Why do we lie to ourselves? Why do we procrastinate? All the important things that make us successful.
Yes.
And guess what? I thought I was going to be a millionaire after that. No. TVI Express shut down.
They got shut down.
In 2010.
And all your income.
Remember, April of 2010, I was in California. And my business I was losing money left and right.
Oh, yeah. As soon as the government shuts something down, it's fast.
Remember, I was making $20,000+ a month.
Wow.
I had bonus checks because I was International Diamond.
Yes.
Right? And I was like excited. I was like, oh, my life, this is awesome, you know? I was traveling. I was living the life. I was so excited. Oh, affiliate marketing is awesome. It works.
And while you felt like you were on top of the world, like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic.
That's where
this is what you did that was stupid. You deleted your list.
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Because I thought I had it figured out.
Like most people do.
I thought I had it figured out.
So here you are, prideful, thinking you got it all together, and then you lose the best thing that happened to you ever in your life. And you made the mistake of letting your list go.
Yeah.
Because had you had that list when the company shut down, you would have went right back. You would have rebuilt everything back up again much faster than what it took you longer to get to.
I wouldn't have to go back to work.
So you had to go back to work.
Well, that's when I met you. I met you in April.
See that?
No, I met you in June.
No, June.
April was the conference.
The summer of love.
Right.
Come on, don't mess up the dates. You know, women remember this shit.
Yeah. No, April was Jeffrey Combs' 3 days in California.
And then this is how fast it happened. Yeah.
And then in June, I met you.
Yeah.
And I met you in person. And we had really a really strong vibe.
Yes.
And then from there, I didn't want to leave.
But
I had to travel again.
But when we were together, you still was getting commission.
I was still making money from another company. And it was similar to TVI Express. They kind of model after the same thing. I was cycling, making $11,000 here, $3,000 there.
Nobody told you this was without warning.
Right.
That it happened.
And then TVI completely shut down. And then I had to fly to Puerto Rico for a week. And the person that I went to Puerto Rico to meet knew you that I didn't even know about. I didn't even know you. I just only knew him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he talked about how you were an amazing person and how I need to meet you. And I went to meet you. And I went to New Jersey for the first time. And when I met you, you were definitely a firecracker. No doubt about that. but we were not too different, I noticed. And when we met, I had to leave 3 days later to fly back out to Puerto Rico. And then I said, I'll be back. I came back a week later, and I said that things are crazy where I live right now. He said, don't worry about it. Come over here. I know I got to do my laundry. Don't worry about
I
it.
said,
Do
bring
your
them damn dirty clothes over. We'll do the laundry
do
over here.
laundry over here. And we met, and your father fell in love with me right from the get-go because I
Oh.
was very respectful, and
Yes.
I always been that way. That my mom taught me really good values, and from there, I said I'll be back. You know what I mean? I got to go get my stuff, and she said, no, I'm coming with you. I'll come with you to get your stuff. And I went and got my stuff, came back, ended up living with you for 2 years, and things got worse. I lost all my money. I lost everything. $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, bonus checks, other companies. I lost it all. Things were not working.
Even people, right? People who trusted you, people who looked to you and respected you as
They
a
left.
leader, they didn't want to do business with you.
Because the owner of the company promised to put a travel voucher
And that wasn't
in
your
the back
fault.
end. No, it wasn't my fault. But that's how people are. You that's why you have to really choose your offer wisely. And I'll never forget it. My father said, you got to go back to Massachusetts. You got to go back to get your job back.
You had to go back and show face.
I was in my father's house in assisted living when we had nowhere to go because your father kicked me out. And I remember my father said, call your boss, call your old boss. I called my old boss where I left in the first place. And I told him, I said, do you have any openings? Rich Guzman, how are you doing? How's your business? I said, it was going great, but something happened. He said, no worries. What can I do for you? I said, do you have any openings, any computer sales experience, Geek Squad? He said, yeah. He said, we do have a part-time opening. Can you be here next week? I said, yes, not knowing how I was going to get there. I called my family. I called everybody. And they told me, no. I called my friend Scott, the drug addict. Guess what? He was there for me. Scott passed away, just so you know. And he let me live there with him, with you and Angel. And my appointment for my interview was the following day when I arrived there. I got my job back. I got into Geek Squad part-time. I started working. But something changed in me through my coaching, through my experience. I went to Best Buy. I became Geek Squad. And I broke sales records in the whole region, almost the whole country.
As an employee.
As an employee. Something changed in me after I got coaching.
Yes.
It wasn't about what you do. It was about how you do it for yourself. How you become a great person within yourself.
Yes.
Not about what you're promoting, but who you are and what you're capable of.
Yes.
No matter what I do, I can sell it. No matter what I go towards, I can lift other people up because I know that I have to give people the best experiences possible as a human being.
Exactly.
Whether you're in affiliate marketing business and you join Ace and Rich,
yes,
we give you the best experience. If you come to Geek Squad,
yes,
I give you the best experience when I was working. And people were sending me gifts. People were sending me, gifts like cookies and baked goods and money. And they were like, everybody around the company was like, how are you doing this?
yeah,
I said, because you have to give people the best experience possible. You have to give them great customer service beyond belief.
And this is a wake up for everybody because it's so easy to get cocky, when things are going well. From what you're hearing from Rich's story, his experience, we think we know what we're doing. I know so many marketers out there, even marketers that we've trained ourselves, that get cocky. They get cocky.
Yeah,
they do their own thing. They think they got it licked.
Yeah.
They got another thing coming.
I remember one thing one of my mentors told me.
Mm-hmm.
They said, Rich, I don't care how far you've come or how far you go.
Yes.
Do me a favor. Remain a student always.
Always remain a student. Because we don't see all those other factors like you talked about that contributed to your success.
Well, we were homeless because we had to go to Motel 6.
Exactly.
Because the person that we were living with, that person,
Another
and
person with a problem.
was drug addict, was a
Yeah.
heroin addict, and my laptop got stolen as well. There's a lot more to the story,
There's a
guys.
lot more, but
Yeah.
to stay on topic with what's going on when you hit rock bottom, and then literally not just some sales page that you watch or a bridge page video with somebody talking about, oh, I was homeless and I forgot to pay my bill. Listen, let me tell you something. When you really fucking hit rock bottom for
We were
real,
homeless on New Year's Eve.
we literally cycle. We rebuild ourselves, and from that point, we receive the gift of humility.
We fight. We are like,
for you to show face back at your old boss and say, hey, can I have my job back?
but he respected me though.
He did.
Yeah.
And this is why when we coach people, we tell people never burn bridges, because especially with your boss, because you never know when you cycle, which we don't want to happen to you. But when you cycle, you're going to have to go back to work. You're going to have to figure out how to create that income, that capital to get back on track with your online affiliate marketing business.
And my dream was always to live on a tropical island and see my brother again.
Oh, I got the waterworks now.
I haven't seen my brother in 30 years. And I'm here. And I get to be with my brother now.
And I've never seen you so happy to be reunited with your own brother, your long lost brother of 30 years while we live here in Puerto Rico.
That's what affiliate marketing has done. Not just make money, but a bigger purpose. Believe in yourself. And realize that you are the shit. That you are the person. That you can create greatness within yourself. No matter where you come from. I dropped out of high school at 10th grade. I didn't finish high school. You can become anything that you want to be. You can have anything you want. What is your goal? What do you want? Because of what matters. That's what it doesn't matter what I want, it matters what you want. What does it mean for you to succeed? Is it money? No. What matters is what you desire. What you want out of your life that brings you closer to, makes you happy. That really matters in your life, and what matters, the things that mean more than money. That's what really matters. I'm so grateful for affiliate marketing. I really am. I am grateful for my coach, Jeffrey Combs.
Who's my coach now?
For breaking my old paradigm.
Yes.
That kept me stuck, broke. So, yeah, I got emotional, but because that's a big deal, guys. You know, my dad passed away, and last time I was here, I was 23 years old when I saw my brother. Mm-hmm. We lost the address. There were no cell phones back then. So there's no way to contact them. And I came here. I put a letter out there. I went online. I went to White Pages. I found the P.O. box. I was hoping it was him. It was him. And I found them. I have a big purpose in my life now. Nobody knows my brother. He grew up very poor. He was worse than me. He didn't have much. And now I'm here. I can help him.
They rely on
That's
you.
a big purpose. That's what matters, not the money. The money is a byproduct of what matters in your life. That's the big picture. I didn't know I was going to get emotional, but it happens.
It's okay. It's okay.
There was a lot held inside.
I know. I know. But I'm glad we're talking about this. I'm glad everybody is seeing this. Watch the replay on this because
There's so many fucking fake people out there.
they are. And it's time for you to stop making excuses about why you haven't made it yet. If you're listening to this podcast, if you're watching us live on YouTube, seeing us in a Facebook group, or maybe somebody shared this video with you, there's no more time for self-doubt.
The only reason we got here is because we cared about other people. That's how we got here, because we really 100% truly cared about other people's success. While other people were cast out, we took them in and we helped them, because all the people cared about in those systems was their bottom dollar, not teaching them what it takes to really make it. And I just, from the very beginning, I've always been that way.
And you have the power to change your life and make what you want happen. Our journey is our journey. You're on yours. So here's 7 ways that me and Rich are going to share with you on how you can get started if you're in this situation, okay? Or because I'm going to tell you like this. Like we said, cycling is something that's going to happen. Expect it. Expect to cycle twice. Be prepared for it. Make sure you always have some extra money set aside just in case something goes wrong with your business.
That was a valuable lesson I learned a lot along my journey.
Yeah.
As an entrepreneur.
Because you had nothing. When that company shut down, that was it.
I learned my lesson. And the most valuable lesson I learned when I went back to work, every day I made my Jeep, my two-door Jeep, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I made my two-door Jeep a moving university. And every day I repeated Jim Rome every day. And he said to me, because I felt like he was talking to me, and he said every day, he says, some seasons, you have to be careful with the seasons.
Yes.
You're going to have summer. Yay. You're going to have winter.
Right.
You have to always prepare yourself for the winter. And that was one of the most valuable lessons I learned about being an entrepreneur. Always prepare for the winters. Because
you're going to have them.
You're going to have them.
You're going to have winters in your business.
Yep.
The second thing is don't let anyone tell you what to do with your money or your time. It's up to you. Aren't you sick and tired of your old lame excuses by now of waiting for someone else's approval? You don't need their fucking approval.
No.
Or their money.
No.
If you're waiting for somebody to give you a loan to start a business, but they're giving you, the roundabout, the excuses like, well, I don't know if that's going to work out.
No.
Don't wait for that. You figure it out. You get resourceful and you figure out how to come up with the money. Don't wait for anybody to give you an approval or wait for somebody to give you some money. You figure it out.
But how did it start the second time around, though? You have to really think about this.
Yeah.
We didn't have money. All we did was blog every single day. Made 11,000 in 3 years? That's not a lot of money.
No.
Made more than a job.
And think about the careers that were involved in retail. Come on, who makes a lot of money in retail?
Especially part-time. I asked for full-time. I'm glad I finally got it after the second time.
You were Geek Squad, me and Staples.
So,
shit.
I mean, think about this. I mean, we had to literally bring our taxes together to go to our first high ticket.
Yes.
Just
as a couple, we work together to make it happen.
And some people say, well, I can't afford 10,000 or 12,000. Of course you can't. I get that. But here's the thing. Yeah. Start with the first level of 1,000 or 2,000, right?
Yes.
You can do that. I don't care. Anybody could do that.
Yes.
And then what you want to do is you want to earn your way up. I don't care what anybody says. Earn your way up, because that's what we did. That's how our new story began. That's where our new success began.
Yes.
Because we believed in ourselves.
Yes.
And we believed that we were the couple to bring people to the promised land. It doesn't matter how long it took. We just still believed in it 100%. And when we did that, we said, we're going to put our taxes together. We're going to go to our first high ticket. And we took that first level of high ticket at $2,000. And what did we do? We earned our way to the $10,000 level. We earned our way to the $30,000 level. And we crushed it. That's how we did it.
That's how we did it.
That's how we did it.
The other thing is, Rich, I want you to talk about the other tip when you're trying to really make it here, that mentorship.
I can speak about this because I lied in the very beginning to myself. I had a chance to get mentored in the first year, and I said no. I said, I can do this because I had a cocky attitude. I was like, I can do this. I can figure this out. I'm Geek Squad. I'm a computer dude. I can figure out this tech stuff. And I looked at my first autoresponder and I had a deer in the headlights look. I'm like, holy shit, this is different. It's not what I thought. Marketing, psychological. It's not what I thought. This is totally different animal. And now I have a lot more respect for the people who are successful because I didn't understand the story that they had.
Right.
What they had to go through to endure, to be better. I didn't respect that. I didn't understand that. Now I do. But think about, you have to find a mentor. And you have to walk down that path the mentor has walked through.
You have to.
Right? Because if I can go back in time, and this is a very good common question that should be asked, is if I can go back in time, what would I tell my old self in 2008? What would I tell Rich in 2008 if I had a time machine? I would go back in 2008 and say, you're about to embark on TVI Express. What I want you to do is pause for a second and get mentorship. Mentor yourself with people who are successful instead of buying products.
Yes.
That's what I would tell myself. Because it wouldn't have took me this long to be successful if I did that. It changed everything for me and us when we invested in our own mentorship. I mean, you're still getting mentored. You know what I mean? So it's like, you have my coach now. And I've seen such a change in Ace that I've never seen before. I'm flabbergasted. She's starting to build funnels. She's starting to do things that I was doing when I got mentored. So is mentorship important? Absolutely. Because you don't know why you do the things that you do until you go to someone who's gone through the journey before you.
That's right.
To understand how to get to where you want to get to. And we're living proof.
Yeah. And we're mentors to other people because they look up to us.
Yeah.
When the times get tough, they know who to count on. They come to us.
We've mentored people around the planet, around the world. And that's just I'm taken back by that. My heart just goes, whoa. You know what I mean? We have people from all over different countries that we've mentored. And it makes us feel so good that we're a part of that. And you know what's great about that? We're still with them. They're still with us. Because when you get mentored by Ace and Rich, it's a lifelong commitment.
We're pretty tight.
It's not. It's not like,
we're pretty tight.
It's like, here's a weekend or a week and you're done. Bye. No, you're stuck with us.
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure that we commit to you for the rest of your life.
And we know when something's wrong, we call them up and hey, what's going on with you? You know, we call them up, and that's something that's special.
Yeah.
That's something that's real special. And the people that are mentored by us, they know they can count on us because they know that their immediate family members, friends, and people who they, trust and love, they're not the best people for support.
No, not at all.
They're not. And so they have to step out of that circle and they have to go, I have to go to a total stranger just to get the kind of support that I need.
Yeah. And I really pushed it away for so long.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did.
Yeah.
My mentorship started in 2009. I shouldn't have waited that long.
Yeah.
I should have done it in 2008. I should have done it immediately when I saw the successful people in Carbon Copy Pro. When I first got started, my first venture, my first thing, I remember they were so successful. But every single one of them got mentored by the coach. Mm-hmm. And I said, that coach could be my coach one day. and it was
That was
2009.
just- yeah.
And think about the possibilities.
Yeah.
That's why I believe in spirituality and law of attraction, because out of all weekends in the year,
It had to be that one.
it had to be that
It
one.
had to be that one.
And
yeah,
he was
yeah.
there that weekend, and he became my coach.
That's amazing.
So things don't
Yeah.
happen, things happen a certain way for a reason. So,
Fourth thing is to consider: don't quit. Even if it seems like everything is going wrong, you know who you are.
Yep. But you know what?
Just keep moving forward. Even when the cards are not in your favor, like Rich always says.
Oh, that's my line. I love that.
You got to keep
Yeah.
doing it no matter what. Because
Yeah.
that's what we were doing.
That's what really teaches you so much value and success, is when you're like, when things are not working in your favor, you're like, what is going on? You have to stay strong, and you have to really persevere through the process.
You do.
And that's where you learn such valuable lessons that catapult you for great results. Oh my God.
I'll tell
That's
you
a big
this.
one.
Entrepreneurship, period, is not for wimps.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
not.
my God. Yeah. That's so
Because
true.
if you come in here as a wimp, you're
You're
going
gonna
to
get
walk
eaten-
out.
you know.
You're going to get eaten alive.
You're
Let me
getting
tell
eaten
you.
alive. Yeah.
That's what. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do, listening to your mentors and coaches, you will get eaten alive.
It's funny. My first mentor,
Yeah.
one of my mentors was the owner of Carbon Copy Pro, and he said, "Rich, I believe if you never quit, you'll figure it out."
Yes.
One of the most valuable lines I've ever heard. Imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, don't quit. If you never quit, you're going to figure out new things about yourself. And it's not figuring out the things specifically.
Yes.
You're going to figure out things about yourself why you're not going forward.
Right.
That's really what he meant.
Right.
I thought he meant like, well, I believe you'll figure it out by the skills and everything, but that's not true. You're going to figure out some things about yourself that are holding you back.
Number 5, don't be afraid to ask questions or admit when you don't know something. That's the worst thing you could even do, is when you say, if somebody says no, right? If they say
Yes.
no, then they probably aren't someone worth working with. And if they say yes, then great. You just found another piece of knowledge for your toolkit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask questions. We have our own private mastermind, and our members pay like $65 a month just to access it. And
Yeah.
they access this twice a week. They ask questions after questions after questions, and we push them. If they don't ask questions, we go, okay, we're going to pull you out. We're going to pull you out. If you want to be quiet, I don't think so. Not in my class. You're going to come out and you're going to ask a question, even if it's dumb. Because there are no dumb questions. You have to ask. How else are you going to learn this industry if you don't ask?
That's so true. And people, they get afraid, they get shy, or I was the same
Or
way.
judgment, or worry
No,
about what
no.
people think of them, and all kinds of stupid stuff.
That, but more shy than anything, because I remember when I was first starting, I was afraid to ask questions. I was listening to everybody else, but I wasn't asking any questions. And when I started asking questions, when I started learning.
And I know about the feeling about being afraid to ask questions because I was shy once. I was shy.
I think a lot of people go through that.
Yeah.
I really do.
It took a long time
Yeah.
for me to break through. And even when I went to my 11-year high school reunion and I walked through the door, at the ballroom, they were just like, Anastasia? Like, you have this different demeanor about yourself. You're talkative. I've never seen you talk so much now than you did in high school. And it's like, I learned.
Yeah.
I grew up. You mature. In this industry, it's like the Toys R Us. I don't want to grow up. I want to stay just like this. I just got to be a Toys R Us kid. Well, guess what? In this industry, you got to stay a student. Always learning, always improving, always doing better for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do number 5.
Be patient, guys. I can't tell you, this industry takes patience.
It does.
And a lot of people don't have patience by nature, but you have to have patience. It takes time to build an empire. I'm very fulfilled right now.
That's so true.
I'm like, I've acquired such great fulfillment for myself.
Yes.
I reach a point now that it's just not about me anymore. It's not about us. It's more about, like, how can we help somebody feel fulfilled for their lives? We reached that point that I don't know.
It's like when we went through.
I'm just happy.
Yeah. Our problems. Yeah. Everybody has problems.
Yeah.
But you know what? Put that aside and put someone else's needs in front of yours first.
Absolutely.
When you find out that it goes deeper than just you earning money in affiliate marketing and you're actually helping to change someone's life,
That's the
then
catalyst.
that's the catalyst that's going to make you feel good about yourself when
That's
you
the
do something
power.
and you, like we always say, lay your head on the pillow at night and feel like you
Yeah.
did good.
And the catalyst, I like to call it the jet fuel to your passion to succeed. I'm telling you, it's everything, guys. It really is.
Yeah.
That's why those last videos I've done, it's all about that success. It's all about that passion about your desire.
The next piece of advice I'm going to give you is based on what he had said about how he had other streams of income, and nothing could be further from the truth. Have multiple streams of income.
Oh.
Listen, you're going to cycle. Expect to cycle twice
That's
or
painful.
more times. And here's the thing. This can help insulate you from the risk associated with one particular source of income, like affiliate marketing or selling products and services online. And don't think it's not going to happen by you just keeping all your eggs in one basket.
Nobody's going to tell you that. When you have people out there telling you, hey, you can start this side hustle and you can break free from your soul-sucking job of 9 to 5, reality check. It's a lot more to it than that.
Sure is.
Okay? They're not going to tell you that. They just want you to join them.
That's
We're
right.
telling you how to be a full-blown entrepreneur
Yes.
so you can protect yourself and succeed and create a life by your own design.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. And last but not least, be flexible with your marketing strategy. If you've been using Facebook ads or solo ads or any type of marketing strategy exclusively for the past 6 months or more, and suddenly you find yourself getting no clicks, no views, no opens, nothing, don't stick with the same strategy. Make it an attempt to try something new so that way you understand the process. You understand there's going to be times like that where you can't just like one strategy, one shoe size fits all. No, they don't.
Yeah.
We were taught in the very beginning that solo ads was the way to go to make it a super affiliate. Wrong answer.
It's only a piece of the pie chart for your business.
It is.
Yeah.
Sorry, solo ad vendors, but we have to tell the truth.
Yep.
Okay?
I mean, you might make some sales with some CPA offers.
Yes.
CPA is good for solo ads.
Yes.
But not your full business.
The bulk of your income is really going to come from you closing your sales organically. That's the truth. Might be a hard pill to swallow, but oh well, because we're living proof of it. People thought it was impossible. They said, oh, Ace and Rich, you still have to have a Facebook fan page. You still have to run Facebook ads.
Nope.
You have to have $2,000 a month or more to run ads to make 6 figures.
No.
Bullshit.
No, we did it without it. We did it without
We
it.
did it organically, 100% without prospecting offline and knocking on doors.
And we actually did the ads after the organic.
Exactly.
And we did more with the organic than the ads.
We learned so much more about this industry. We learned so much skill sets that we were able to take our skill sets, turn them into our own assets, and create our own offers. And we want to encourage you to do the same.
You have to always learn to sell someone else's product before you create your own. Because you have to learn to go through the process of how to sell a product individually.
The worst thing you could do, guys, is try to create your own offer right now when you have no credibility, no success, no results, no understanding of marketing. Don't do it.
You have to learn the process.
You do.
You do.
And the mentorship, the coaching, that's all going to be a benefactor to your success.
That's numero uno.
That's going to be a benefactor.
That should be, like, after this live, guys, where you hear us in this podcast, you should be thinking about that. Like, even when you go to bed, you should be sleeping, breathing, thinking about it daily. You have to have a mentor. Look at Jim Rohn. He had a mentor.
Yes.
He became successful. We have mentors. We became successful.
Absolutely.
Right? It never stops. It never, ever, ever stops. And now we have people that we're mentoring, right? Because of what we've gone through and what we've learned over the years. You know, we have a new program being developed called Protege, where people are going to be here in person and work with Ace and Rich side by side. Now, that's exclusive to only particular people who are serious about their business.
And
Okay?
you got to be serious about this business.
You got to be dead up
Don't
serious
play
about your
with it.
business.
I mean, you just heard from him, his experience, the reality, the true story about what it takes to rise to the top and fall and cycle.
Trust me, you brought some pain out in me that I did not expect. I did not expect to be crying, vulnerable, but I've learned to accept my vulnerability. I've accept the truth within myself and not be afraid to share who I really am.
I'm sure you got me crying. You got some people here crying too.
So,
yeah. Good. It's a feeling. It's a feeling that is amazing when you actually finally succeed and you know that this is going to happen. It's like death. We all know we're all going to die one day, but we're not just going to real kill over and dig 6 feet deep in the ground and go jump in. We want to live our lives. We want to do what we got to do and go out with a bang and do what we have to do.
Live life to the fullest, because at the end of the day, you can't take it with you.
So if you have a job, keep it. Keep it as long as possible and use it to fund your dreams.
Oh, I love that. Use your job to fund your dreams, I've always said.
Yep.
Because when I got mentored by Jeffrey Combs, he told me a story, my mentor, and he said that he made $1 million. And when he made that $1 million, he lost it. And when he lost it, he had to go back to work. And he had to do what he had to do to get back on top.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Rich, if you're ever in that position, you do what you got to do and you go back to work to get back on top. And if it wasn't for that, I would have never broke records at Best Buy. I would have never been the #1 salesman in the region of Best Buy.
Hey, I was kicking ass in Staples too.
Oh, yeah, you were.
I was so well known over there doing what
they
I
didn't No, they didn't want to lose you.
They did not
want to
lose
me.
Ace.
When I left and she left, we became irreplaceable.
We sure have. And that's the way you should be too at your job. Give your boss a reason not to fire you. Give your boss a reason to go, I'll fire somebody else before I fire Rachel, or I'll fire Tracy, or I'll fire Ken. Because let me tell you something, you become invaluable. And Jim Brown talks about that. Become the best employee that you can be. So you can be irreplaceable to the day that comes that when you hit success and you're ready to walk away, they're the one that's going to be in tears, not you.
Yeah. Guys, the bottom line is, if you're really sick and tired of the facade, if you're tired of the BS, the gurus that are filling all these lies, all the lines of BS, right? You really truly want like hardcore mentorship, right? Mindset, productivity, personal development, marketing, all those things that really matter, because that's what really matters and no one's going to tell you, okay? Is that send us a personal message on Messenger and we actually will hook up with you, give you a free strategy session, find out why you're struggling, what's going on with you, and let's take you to the next level, because this is all about you. It's about taking you to the next level. No more excuses. No more. The product is not going to solve the problem. The affiliate marketing program is not going to solve the problem. What's going to solve the problem is finding out what's holding you back, and we become experts at helping people break free from what's holding them back. Okay?
So we're going to go ahead and take some Q&A. We got some time?
Let's do it.
Let's do Q&A. We love doing Q&A. And thank you for hanging around here with you guys. And wipe those tears. I know this is one of the awesome shows we've ever done here.
I need to make a funnel about this story.
Yes.
About meeting my brother after 30 years due to affiliate marketing. Because it's the God 100% truth. If it wasn't for affiliate marketing, I would not be here right now.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
know?
Yes.
It's just amazing.
Big air hug. Oh, thank you, Jason.
Oh, thank you, man.
Gio says it makes life. Yes. Rachel says, does your why make you cry? Dig deep. Gosh, now I have leaking eyes. Now, Richard Guzman.
Yeah.
Kevin Coe. Purpose, believe. Yes.
I love what Gio said. He goes, right, you got this, Rich. Thank you, Gio. I love you, man. Remember, we're there for you too.
Kevin
Your
says,
darkest days,
I'm here.
We're there. Kevin Cole.
I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you all are here.
Kevin Cole,
more and more people need to hear it and coming out straight, because people sugarcoat this stuff,
Kevin's coming to Puerto Rico. He's next.
Oh, yeah. We'll be seeing you soon, Kevin.
Yep.
Jason Perez. Woo, look at this one. I am in the process of confronting my sponsor in another system because I found out he is stealing my leads and the leads of everyone in his downline, and I now have the proof to confront him. And just to think he was my mentor, that's fucked up.
Jason,
That's
Jason,
messed up.
hold
But
on.
you know what?
I feel like a movie here.
Wow. Yeah.
Jason, remember that? What was that? It was a movie. I remember that. It was Jason, listen.
Couples retreat.
Couples retreat.
Yeah.
Jason, I want you to do something even bigger. I want you to create a live, and I want you to expose it. And I want you to share with everybody, say, look, I'm your new leader because I have integrity and I'm going to show you the way. All right? Get together with us, and we have an offer for you to bring other people in where they can benefit from true 100% honest to God, true, goodness of learning affiliate marketing, learning how to make, with a heart-centered focus. Okay? That's really the key. So go live. Don't be afraid. Go live, make a video, and expose the crap out of him. All right? And have those people say, look, I'm going live. I want you guys to listen to what I got to say because you are being led the wrong way. I'm not like that. I'm going to lead you to the promised land because I am the leader. All right, Jason? You are the leader. Claim it today that you are the leader.
Absolutely.
Believe it.
Do it. Don't worry about what anybody thinks. Just get it off your chest and speak it up. I'm telling you.
Speak it up and be vulnerable.
Be real about it, man.
Be real. They will come to you.
They will.
All right? Send us a message and we'll show you the path.
Absolutely. I don't know who this is, but it just says Facebook user says you guys are awesome.
No, this person Facebook user, that's horrible. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and that is a horrible thing.
Yeah.
That, that's the dirtiest stuff to do in this industry, but it's sad. And it goes on. And the problem why it keeps going on and on is because no one is doing anything about it.
And you know what, Jason? You got to fight for those people.
You do.
We fight every single day for the people who come to us. I mean, I love, even Tracy, this is so awesome. This is so good. We met Tracy Lee in Reno, Nevada in person for the first time. What an amazing experience to have breakfast with Tracy Lee and hang out with him. Yep. He got to know who we are. We're the same people. We're not anybody different. People on video portray to be someone they're not, and then you see them in person, totally different. Yeah. And Tracy Lee knows what I'm talking about, right? Tracy Lee knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Tracy, come on. You know what I'm talking about. But when you met us, we're like the same people. We have not changed. We're the same people, okay? And I'm telling you right now, we have breakfast. Me and Tracy Lee see your stories.
There's a lot of phony
We've
people
learned
out there.
so much about the industry together. He learned a lot about the industry. We let him know about the ins and outs, right, Tracy? And we know Tracy for years. And Tracy always invests in us because he knows that we have a heart-centered focus when it comes to helping people. And that's rare in this industry, right? And this is why we've lasted this long while other people come and go, fly by night. They disappear because they never focus on the person. They focus on themselves. You ever notice that? You'll see somebody for a while and you're like, wow, they're amazing. And they just disappear because they had the wrong intentions in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. It's a horrible thing. We've been through that. We had the rug swept underneath us. We know what it's like to be top earners in the MLM industry and then have somebody kind of take your team away from you.
Yeah, what about being flown out to Altamont Springs, Florida?
That's what I'm talking about.
For the company. Yeah. And we were in the long desk with the owner and the CEO, billionaire guy there. And we freaking let him have it. And he was like, why are you talking about us? And we responded right to the owner, said, because your upline, our upline, that actually treated us like shit.
Phony. Yeah.
They are phony and they're fucking scam artists.
Yeah.
And we let them have it. We do not pull any punches. When we create an offer, it's to serve. When we drive people to an offer, an affiliate marketing offer, it's because we 110% believe in it. That's why.
And you got to be professional. This is why we created the Facebook group, the Internet Marketing Pros, because we want to teach people how to really be professional about your online business.
Well, yes, and that's the point. It's about being an entrepreneur, not just about being anybody can be an affiliate marketer.
Anybody.
But you want success, you got to be an entrepreneur.
You got to.
That's another level.
Because it's
And that's
another
where we're
mind.
at.
It's another level of
It's
thinking.
another level of mindset.
And mindset.
Yes.
That's what it is. Being an entrepreneur, you have a
Yes.
new level of thinking. So you can't play this game with the same attitude and the same mindset that you had when you got your job. This is a whole different ball of wax, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we have a
Yeah.
new coaching member that just signed up to Diamond Coaching.
Yes.
Welcome her, because it's amazing. She's amazing.
Yes. Yes.
She is like amazing.
Yep. She's already on her 90-day challenge. She's on day 2 of doing videos.
I
want
want to congratulate her for becoming the newest Diamond Coaching member.
Yes. Yes. Welcome, Jessica.
Jessica is, man, you are about to embark on an awesome journey.
Yes.
Productivity, mindset, personal development at the whole nother level.
Look at this. Doug West. He said, I did a strategy call and Ace and Rich are for real. Yes. And we had a good time talking on that call. It was awesome. We got to know you more. We got to
Doug,
learn
do
so
another
much.
one. Whatever you need help with, do another one. Do another one.
It's like our calls are really fun and
Yeah.
they're really good because we find out more about the person and what we can do to help them. I mean,
Yeah,
it's so much of a different kind of a strategy call. It
it
really
is. It is.
It's not
And
your typical strategy
yeah.
call where people, just
kind of bullshit.
yeah.
We've gave it all.
Yeah, we do.
Give it all away.
That's what it
Yeah.
is. It's so
And that's why
awesome.
people join coaching, because
They do.
we don't hide anything.
Nope.
We're like, wow, can you imagine what's waiting on the other side?
There's another
You know?
Diamond coaching member, Tracy Lee says, you want coaching? This is it.
Yeah.
I
Now you
love
know
that.
coaching like in there.
I love that. That is so
That's
true.
true.
And you got to get mentorship. You got to
Yes.
get coaching. There's a difference between having a coach and difference between having a mentor. Like Rich said, he admired an individual for a very long time.
Yeah.
He saw their charismatic way. He saw what they've been able to do. He learned about their credibility. He studied, he researched, he
Yeah.
investigated.
And
And you said one day, I proclaim.
that guy's going to be my coach.
That's what you did.
And out of all dates, out of all the years,
Uh-huh.
I go to one weekend to Las
It
Vegas.
was meant to be, man.
And I go to an offer.
Freaking
and-
meant to be.
And he's sharing, and I get asked to talk on stage, and then my coach is there the same weekend. What?
Yes.
Tell me the law of attraction doesn't work. It does.
And then I have the opportunity now, as I've gotten to know him, and he's putting me through his certification coaching
Oh, babe.
program, and I'll be having my certificate, and
does it work?
I'll be officially Coach Ace.
Does
at
it
this,
work?
like, yes,
Does it work?
it does work.
Is it about money?
No, it's not.
So now you know it works.
I know it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when you get to that point where you do, have enough income coming in and you can buy certain things, don't fucking go out there and buying a Maserati and shit. Go invest in your education and go get your ass a damn coach and get yourself some lessons.
And-
Learn
and-
how to break
and
through.
Let me tell you, everything that we are talking about,
Yeah.
I've learned and she learned from our own personal development coach, who is a multimillionaire.
Yes,
We've earned our first 7 figures online. Okay. That should tell you something.
that's right.
All right. Not only that, but we're going to an advanced course with our coach right now to learn more about being certified
Mhm.
on another level.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So are you looking at the right people? Are you looking at people who have credibility? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But other than that, it's Friday. We're gonna go have a good
It's
time.
Friday already?
It's family
Movie
Friday.
night. Movie night.
Movie night, babe.
Family movie.
Movie night is what we
Yes.
do. We hang out with our son and we have movie night with our family. You go do what you got to do with your family on a Friday. Really end your week strong. Be productive. Stick to these tips that we share with you on the show. If you like more information about how to work with us, all you got to do is book a call. We have a free strategy call. You can just hang out with us and we're going to work with you just like Doug did, just like Tracy did, just like Kevin did. You're going to learn a lot about your business that you didn't even know. And we're going to put you right there to the test. And we're going to show you what you should be doing right so you can get the right results.
Exactly. So if you're not doing certain things, we will address it on that strategy call.
Tune in next time for Blood, Sweat, and Marketing live with Ace and Rich. We are going to be here again next week.
One of a kind.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. Next Thursday, 2 p.m. Don't miss it. All right.
I promise I won't cry.
And today's not Friday, by the way.
Oh, no, it's Thursday.
Today's Thursday. We got
Yes.
one more day, man.
One more day.
One more day.
Then movie night.
And then movie.
Yeah. So just let you know, I promise I won't cry next week.
If you cry, you're a bigger man. That doesn't matter.
I know.
All
No,
right,
that's
you
my
guys.
heart. It's who I am. So
Have a good one, guys. You know how to reach out to us. You want to contact us. We'll see you guys later on the next show. Bye
take
now.
care, guys. Have a great weekend.